Remember that we had increasing exponential functions and we have decreasing exponential functions. In increasing exponential functions, our input value, which could be in this case x or t, goes up, y goes up. Here, as our input value goes up, y goes down. How can you tell which one is which? Well, it's a pretty simple test. If the base of the exponent is greater than 1, we have an increasing function. If the base of the exponent is less than 1, we have a decreasing function. So let's just look at the base. So for part A and B, we can see that the base of the exponent here, the base, is very clear. Here we have 1.035 is greater than 1, therefore this would be an increasing function. This is 0.75 is less than 1, so this is a decreasing function. And hopefully this should make common sense to you, because if I take the number 900 and multiply it by a number bigger than 1, it's going to get bigger. If I take the number 80 and multiply it by a number less than 1, it's going to get smaller, and it's going to keep getting smaller each time I multiply. Now what about E? Here's what I want you to remember, that if I have something in the form A e to the kt, that I can be written as a times e to the k to the t power. So this part right here, the e raised to the whatever coefficient of that exponent, is going to be your base. So here our base is going to be e to the 0.02 power. That's this part right here is the base. Actually, it doesn't show up very well, so I won't do it that way. But everything but the t, because I could write that as e to the 0.2 to the t power. Here my base is going to be, you've got 0.0005 e to the negative 2.5, e to the negative 2.5 is my base. Now, notice in all of these, I'm totally ignoring the coefficient. The coefficient does not determine at all whether the function increases or decreases. It's merely the starting point of the function when t or x is 0. And so remember that, that is actually something I want you to recall. Recall that if you have e to the 0 power, it's going to equal 1. So if I have an exponent that is positive, then I'm going to end up with something greater than 1. E to a positive power is greater than 1, so this is going to be an increasing function. E to a negative power is the same as 1 over e to a positive power, and so that's a number greater than 1, because remember, e itself is the number 2.71828, and so anything, and I just kind of recall that, e is equal to 2.71828, so e itself is already a number bigger than 1. So this is going to be less than 1, which means this is a decreasing function. So look at the base, regular number, just look to see if it's bigger or smaller than 1. If it's e to a positive power, it's going to be a base greater than 1. If it's e to a negative power, it's going to be a base less than 1.